Do you build vessels like this when you're sailing the seas? Sick of the tiny little dinghies? Don't worry, I got you. Check out my design that I made 2 years ago, and I'm going to show you why it's so awesome and fully functional. Now then, what is going on, dudes? It's Matt Fleming with a brand new video. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I've got something cool to show you. So 2 years ago I designed this. I called it the Asgardian ship, and it is capable of a lot of things. And the reason I'm going to show you this is because I thought, you know, with all my short videos I was doing, my shorts with about ships, people were curious about how to get different ships. Now, most people build little dinghies like this when they just want something outside. No more. We don't need this, we don't need this, okay? Scrap them ideas. Today I'm going to show you why you should do something like this. So my Asgardian ship, I'm going to link all the plugins first of all in the description, so check them out if you want to build something like this. First off is cannons, the simplest plugin, and it is awesome. So what you're going to do, you're going to load it, you're going to hit the fire, and you're going to be able to yeet a projectile and sink something. It tells you the distance, all this kind of stuff, and it is awesome. You can get different kinds. Now, I've currently got it configured so I don't have to actually load it with gunpowder, and I just have to clean it once. Just load it, fire. So, you know, you can do it where you have to buy other cannons. You can actually walk and do a line of them, and then obviously buy them one by one, so people can't steal your cannons. One of the greatest features about cannons is obviously defense. So as you can see, I have cannons in my towers up here, so if a vessel was going to come, bang bang bang, I can try and sink them. So one of the greatest things next is Movecraft. Now that is a plugin that is designed basically for ships, and the reason what I'm saying for ships, my ship was designed for it. So how I explain this in the simplest way, it is just awesome. Movecraft allows you to move ships, move massive blocks of whatever. You can do cars, tanks, whatever you want. But with ships, obviously they can sail, they can sink, and they animate when they sink, and they turn into shipwrecks so you can loot. So yeah, it's crazy. So I'll put Movecraft in the description as well. Unfortunately, it's not updated yet on 1.20.2, so I can't show you it. But here's the basics. You've got your helm, which is the steering wheel, you've got the cruise control, and you've got the release, and then the basics to activate it, you just click ship. And yeah, it's just awesome. You can turn right, left, do 360s, obviously sail on diagonal. It's awesome. It's a really cool plugin. That combined with the cannons, obviously. So if you're like me, you love having the ship walls sinking each other, and it's so fun. Next up though is something so basic but so important: chairs. I've said this in my previous videos, chairs is like a must. It's such a cool basic plugin. Like, people can just come up and see you sitting in your ship like, yes sir, there you go, and it just adds a bit more to the features of the ship, makes it look a bit cooler. But let's go to the more important things. So again, it could be any ship, but why is this ship so unique? So when I designed this, I designed it for warfare, clearly. Now the underneath is the special part. What I did is I added little trapdoors just for cover. Now obviously these were just fire charges at the time because we were fighting wooden ships. So when we were fighting wooden ships, they could just burn. But if you replace this with cannons and you have a crew, you can come down, obviously have a full-on scale war. So it is really cool to obviously go down that route. Also, as you can see, this is a bit more unique. This was a fully automated cannon setup, so I would click a button down here and it would actually do that, but it would actually fire proper cannons instead of fire charges. Again, very overpowered, but one of the greatest features about that cannons plugin is that you have the ability to make fully automated turrets. Also, we have beds down the bottom, obviously, for your crew. And again, we have a little kitchen area where people could cook food. I don't think there's actually anything in here, but again, it just added to it. So you now go from having a little dinghy vessel raft thing to having a ship. Is that still burning? It is. A ship that's an actual ship that works like a ship, moves like a ship, and can do damage. We also have the crow's nest. Now, the crow's nest was actually meant to be like this. You come up here, and you can just sit up here. It's not the safest, but I think it did the job for what it needed. And look at it, you can see everything you need. You can obviously shout down, and then you can go straight back down. So, why do I recommend this ship over one of my other builds? The reason for it is I'm a big fan of like Pirates of the Caribbean and sort of, you know, very medieval pirate style ships. Now, I have built modern ships, battleships, destroyers, and they are fun. You know, you can make an auto turret on the front and whatnot, but it's not the same feeling. as having a battleship from the 1700s, you know, having a pirate ship sailing the seven seas, fighting, sinking each other with your side cannons, and it's so fun. I do recommend it. So this video was really me just showing you the ship and explaining why the plugins are so cool, why the ships are so cool, and why I recommend it. Now, if you guys want a tutorial on how to build this ship or a similar ship, let me know in the comments below, because I've got so much, I wouldn't say planned, but I have so much in the tank right now that I'm thinking about releasing content-wise that include ships. And like I said, this is nothing advanced. It is pretty basic. The design's not the biggest, you know, there's not like loads of crazy contours or anything. It's pretty basic, but it looks cool. So if you want to see anything like that, let me know in the comments, and please don't ask me to build one of these. This was painful even just to build it. But on that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, like I said, and let me know what you think of the ship. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.